Hey guys, quite excited about this one. We have the big one, another PNSO one from China. Had to go through a few customs. It is a sizable one, the biggest one so far. Alright, let's get ripped into it. Yeah, it's got that bumper packaging, like the Triceratops. Look at that box. Wilson, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Wilson. Doesn't that sound familiar? That is large. Thank you for taking care of Wilson. My pleasure. That's nice, really. Nice landscape there. It's got baby T-Rex, juvenile, and an adult. Much prized booklet. The Rex skeleton. Another set of foam packaging here, intricately arranged. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have one here.
T-Rex?
Mm-hmm.
You said you've got a T-Rex?
Uh-huh.
Say again.
We have a T-Rex.
This is by far my most favourite entity in existence. Well, it's extinct, tragically so. My favourite thing, aside from women, booze, and sushi, not just my favourite dinosaur, my favourite everything. We're all familiar with T-Rex and the history behind it, so I'm not going to, dwell on that. What I want to focus more about here is the model itself. Wilson. Could have given it a better name. Now, this model, right, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. And it's been in high demand. I did have to pay like a hefty price for it. Look how well proportioned he is. Like, this is not some generic, T-Rex model, Jurassic Park style, like, them generic designs. No. This is some real detail, proper attention. Skull here, it's not boxy like you see in Jurassic Park. It's been tapered. Nostrils positioned in front and lower. Brilliant. Eyes peering forward. Crests. Yeah, no shrink wrapping around here. Yeah, and the neck there, short and muscular. Body compacted, and look at the bulge there. Yeah, nothing tucked in. T-Rex didn't have a waist. Look at the leg muscles, clearly emphasized. And the tail, heavy and long. And the feet show like a hook design there. But they did have to retract it because, this model does have to stand up. Yeah, the hands, they're not They're not pronated. Beautiful. Wilson here comes with an adjustable jaw. Lovely. And if you can see here, there's some real attention to detail inside the mouth here. Now, here, right, the teeth look a bit glassy. Well, that's due to the small scale of the model. T-Rex was known to have lips instead of like the teeth being exposed as we're accustomed to seeing. But as a result of having this adjustable jaw, you can't exactly compromise that. So the teeth have been left exposed. That would be difficult to do. Now in this model, right, you don't exactly see much of a emphasis on the teeth. But if I was to take a replica of a T-Rex tooth here, which is nearly the size of a ruler, you'll get an idea of what I'm on about. Coloration isn't exactly drab. It's not like that green colour you usually see in familiar models. Nice woody kind of brown with some melding, some dark patterning. Yeah, this model's got all that gnarly scales that we do know was preserved in the fossil record of T-Rex, which is lovely. Also, T-Rex was a coelurosaur. All them dinosaurs are known to have feathers, but there's not a hint of feathering on this model. Now that's okay, because that'd be very difficult to achieve. No doubt the younger individuals would have been born with feathers, but would have lost them, through maturity. Sort of like rhinos and elephants. Yeah, that jaw. Strongest bite force of any animal to have walked the land. I think can crush a car like you see in Jurassic Park, and no, that was no exaggeration. They actually did tests. You would not be safe in your car. You need a tank.
It's been scientifically calculated that a real, live T-Rex could have done damage like that.
T-Rex was like the top big carnivorous dinosaur for like over the decades. Then Giganotosaurus comes along, then Spinosaurus. Now these models, right, are just about up to scale. I think Giganotosaurus could just be a little bit taller, but now, if these two were to meet, right, it'd be the T-Rex that win. I mean, look at Giganotosaurus, skinnier. The fenestrate is more hollow in the skull, whereas with T-Rex, that fenestrate is like you're fused. Stockier, that bite force is far stronger. And then them teeth, more robust. Whereas Giganotosaurus had these flatter teeth. T-Rex made the first move. Gig, you are done. These leg muscles are like the biggest of any terrestrial animal known. Initially it was thought that T-Rex would just like run straight after prey. Like in Jurassic Park you see it chasing after a jeep. Well, it wouldn't have been able to achieve that speed. And plus with all that bulk, if it fell over, that would be game over. There's been estimated a speed of 17 miles an hour. That's still faster than a human running full pelt. So if it's coming after you, it can outrun you. We can also put the keep still, don't move thing to rest. T-Rex had incredibly acute eyesight. Better than modern day birds of prey. So if it sees you, it's just coming after you.
Nobody move a muscle.
There's been a long debate about whether T-Rex was like a full-time hunter or scavenger. Like Dark Horse suggested it was like a full-time scavenger, pointing out the longer femur, which means like you're not exactly a good runner. You need to be like a good runner, like, you know, speedy, you have to have like a shorter femur. And yeah, he was criticising the infamous short arms. Well, these days, right, it's like regarded that T-Rex was like both hunter and scavenger. And most predators today are, they need to, like, you know, meek out the easiest option. T-Rex being so big, yeah, it could scare away like easier. It could scare away like, you know, smaller predators, you know, like raptors from kills. You know, like the same way like, you know, bears do with wolves and cougars. This PNSO figure, right, is it's like the third. This was like a recent one. It's in very high demand, so you'll be paying quite a bit in shipping and VAT. The model itself would cost about 45 quid, but you're paying like 25 quid for shipping and like an extra 20 for VAT. But trust me, it's well worth it, and you'll get like a pretty quick delivery, like in a week or so. If you love the T-Rex, then PNSO Wilson is the one to go for. I should mention that T-Rex teeth bite marks have been found on Edmontosaurus and Triceratops, and some of these wounds do show signs of healing, indicating an active predatory lifestyle. And there have been some that have been found with the animal like deceased. So yeah, a bit of both. I'm rooting for both anyway. Also, I think you might have seen this documentary. T-Rex was found with half its tail bitten off, with healing. The animal survived. What an absolute badass. I mean, like, nothing compares to T-Rex, you know, in the modern day. Probably never will again. Badass. That's all you can say, right? Like just look at it, right? Size, strength, oddity, extremism. How can you not like T-Rex? Dinosaurs are not just for children. Dinosaurs are a marker of history. Look at that collection. Just need to get a diorama sorted out. And you, Wilson, are the star of the show. Thank you once again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my reviews for this term. And I want to give a big thanks to Everything Dinosaur and PNSO. Hope they do more figures. So, I'll have to wait until they bring those out. And I'll just keep looking. You take care.